So this is really sad. Let's go ahead and watch this video right
We
here.
were informed that there was a private party being held at the event last night that ended at approximately 1 a.m., but the party carried over till about 2 a.m. till they were cleared out. That's when the shooting occurred, where it left one male deceased on scene and two others that were transported to area hospitals nearby.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Ill, back on another video on this channel, and this is about some ill news. Ill music and ill news, man. We have some bad news today. The bad news is rapper Takeoff dies from a gunshot wound in Houston at 28. We're gonna hop into the story right away. Takeoff, tributes to Migos rapper shot dead in Houston at 28. Okay, rest in peace. We have it says hip hop stars and fans have paid tribute to the U.S. rapper Takeoff from the chart-topping group Migos after he was shot dead at the age of 28. The musician's real name was killed in Houston. I don't want to botch his name, that's why I didn't try to pronounce it, and I'm sorry, I apologize about that. Migos were one of the most influential groups of their generation, pioneering a style of rapping in choppy staccato triplets known as the Migos flow. The band, who split earlier this year, scored several international hits, including Bad and Bougie. Does it look like I was left off Bad and Bougie? Yeah, Versace and Walk It, Talk It. Awesome, 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 awesome hit songs. We have a picture right here of the groups, and basically he was shot. It says the shooting took place at around 2:30 local time. It says on a balcony outside of 810 Billiards and Bowling Alley, where Takeoff had reportedly been playing dice with his uncle and bandmate Quavo. Police said 40 to 50 guests had been at the private party when somebody opened fire. When they arrived, officers said they found a large crowd and a man with a gunshot wound to the head or neck. He was pronounced dead at the scenes. Police said two other people were injured and were driven to the hospital in private vehicles. Takeoff's lawyer, Drew Finland, told the New York Times the rapper's death was a devastating loss, particularly for Atlanta, his hometown. There was a scene of peacefulness about his aura. It says Mr. Finley said, adding, the world was starting to learn about Takeoff, and it was his time to shine. Tributes flooded on social media. Forever a legend. I can't believe this, wrote Little Pump on Instagram, while Ja Rule posted an emoji of a dove and sent love to friends and family. Brit Award winning rapper Dave shared a series of photos of himself and Takeoff on Instagram, along with the words, my brother, days we spent together were priceless. Yeah, so this is really sad. So sad. You got to be careful. You never know what's gonna happen, and those times, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, nothing good happens after midnight. And I said that dozens and dozens of times. And let's go ahead and just read this article, and we're gonna conclude this short news update. It says every rap group is subject to debates about the best member. But it is not often that an artist takes a stance like Quavo, who repeatedly stated that his fellow Migos member Takeoff was the best in the trio. He always been working on his craft. He just masterminded his craft, the rapper told Power 106 in 2018. Takeoff was fatally shot in Houston Tuesday morning. It happened earlier today. I'm just finding out a couple of hours ago, ending the chapter of an Atlanta rap group that helped define 2010's rap music. While Takeoff, who's 28, didn't have the high profile relationship that Offset has with Cardi B and wasn't the outgoing public figure Quavo is, the consistency of his body and work demonstrated that he was stabilizing the presence of the multi platinum group. It says fans could always rely on Takeoff to deliver a strong verse and demonstrated a masterful mesh of flow, cadence, and lyrical precision. It says, considering his impressive verse on Commando, Takeoff just didn't find one pocket and rely on the same flow throughout the track. He varied his arsenal. He knew when to punctuate bars by exclamating. It says, we were the ones that came in with the kicking doors. He knew when to carry his flow to the next bar and how to, I don't know how to say that word, psychopate, and leave space for ad libs. Commando is from the Migos mixtape, YRN2 mixtape, a sequel to their 2013 YRN, which included their breakout Versace and Hannah Montana hit. Hannah Montana, classic, classic, classic. Versace, their debut commercial single, is perhaps a quintessential example of the Migos flow. Takeoff buoys the song's middle with an impressive verse that starts with him complimenting his own "I do it" ad lib before veering into a stidled delivery. It says partying starting tracks such as Versace exemplify Migos and Takeoff's brilliance, even if listeners can't keep up with him all the way through, which few non-rap professionals can. It says his cadence allows him to latch back onto the ride on the next bar right into the time for the ad lib or emphatic end rhyme. Takeoff's Versace verse defines Migos' appeal, which made them the soundtrack to Atlanta's bustling party scene in the 2010s. It says New York Times reporter Joe, new book, Rap Capital, chronicles the Atlanta rap scene from 2013 to 2020. Of course, the foundation of trap rap happened in the late 90s when Migos members were just kids. They were trap kings before Migos. It says the trio unfortunate and talented enough take the baton from their predecessors in ways. It says Takeoff represented the best qualities of trap rap gods before him. He had technical precision of T.I., ad-lib prowess of Jeezy, and mirrored the work of ethic and prolific Gucci Man. It says the combo helped Migos' brand of trap command the world's attention. Takeoff was famously not present on the Culture's lead single Bad and Bougie. Do it look like I was left off? Bad and Bougie response was as quotable as any bar on the song. But that was a matter of chance rather than an indication of his value to the group. Nonetheless, he stole the show in their follow-up single T-shirt. It says where he jurisdictionally stammered across the ominous Nard and beat production. Takeoff kept the same structure throughout the verse, altered his flows with subtle technical differences, and reflected the mastery of craft Quavo created for him. In 2018, Quavo's release, The Last Rocket, where he explained on his Migos work with storytelling tracks like I Remember, which hinted an untapped potential and only built for Infinity Links, which recently released collaboration project with Quavo, displayed a two-person chemistry that could have built on for the foreseeable future. But with his tragic passing, Takeoff won't be able to explore following chapters. Today, a user on Twitter who says they worked on a live broadcast of Migos' 2021 Jimmy Fallon performance pointed out the highlighted for all of us was Takeoff's performance, his ability to command the room without making a mistake, knowing his lyrics plus everyone else's, and still being the most humble. That commanding presence carried on throughout his catalog. At his best, he was a deft, dexterous, and downright torrential on the Migos bangers, and without Takeoff, Migos don't sell over 3 million albums, get nominated for 2 Grammys, or maintain a seat in the popular culture that they do. So, that's going to cover it from this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a like, drop a sub. I'm going to be way more active on this channel. I appreciate you guys. I will be nothing without you. It's your boy Ill with unfortunate news. And I pray for his family and his friends, and he will be missed in the community. Thank you for watching.